Can any of you identify these two persons?
Elon Musk and Ratan Tata.
First is right, yeah. On the left side, there is Elon Musk. But any guesses for the other person? It's not Ratan Tata.
Vishwesvaraya without his mustache.
No, sir.
Steve Jobs,
So,
right?
Yeah, he's Steve Jobs. Yes. So he's Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. Yeah. So as I wrote there, for getting a patent, you don't need to be that smart or that creative, right? You just need to fulfill the three conditions I told, right? So basically, when I even first heard the word patent, I thought it will be like so hard or so tough to get patent. You need to be as creative as these amazing guys, but it's not like that. Anyone can create patent. Just the three conditions should suffice, right? Even I'll encourage even all final year students or any student who's working on some project to at least check whether you can apply for the patent or not, or to approach any professor or so, that how can you convert your project into a patent.
Welcome everyone. So today's session, the idea is we want to get started on some hands-on things. Okay. So sessions like this are intended for creating general interest and awareness in the field in biomedical engineering, as well as make education more accessible and affordable. Right. So in this current pandemic days, we know the thing that got most affected is education. Specifically, things are becoming online. And in this scenario, prospects for study abroad programs, go to Canada to study, go to Germany to study, go to USA to study. Prospects for those programs are typically very high, right? But it's not accessible to a lot of students, specifically from India. Most of the students, it's not accessible and it's not affordable. Okay, so in that scenario, what we are doing is, we are training some of the best biomedical engineering students in the country, our Conti Institute, and students like Abhishek Soni and Prince Modi. They are leaders, and they are excellent biomedical engineering engineers. They are kind of like some of the best in the country, and these students show us what can be done in India, staying back in India. What are the prospects for biomedical engineering staying back here in India? What can one learn? What can one do? And how can one excel? So yeah, more than everything else, it boils down to this: to make things, to be very proud about being an Indian biomedical engineer, and highlight students, the works who pursue kind of excellence. Yeah, so Abhishek Soni is one of the best biomedical engineers in the country, who has stayed back in India, and he is leading the way, showing all the potential and possibilities available for a biomedical student in India. So he secured All India Rank 2 in GATE Biomedical 2021. Then he went and joined IIT Delhi, and so he also published a patent very, very recent. His career trajectory as a biomedical engineering student is very inspirational, and certainly there is a lot to learn for other students. So this session is specifically for that. He wanted to share his experience specifically on patenting. What is it, and why patent? And if you have any questions on how he got started, so that you could go bug your professor about patenting, just get to know some basic process pointers on that. He has already seen the way, so he wanted to guide us through the process. At least help us get started with the process. So over to Abhishek. We'll hear from you, Abhishek. How are you?
Yes, sir, fine. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, sir. Though I believe it was sir exaggerated, but yeah, amazing to meet you. So hello everyone. Is my voice is clear?
Yes, Abhishek.
Yeah. So today I am here to talk about the patent, how one can file patent, what is the requirement for filing the patent, and what is the exact procedure for filing patents, right? So now I am sharing my screen. Just a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
So as I told, the objective is what is intellectual property, what is patent, criteria for patent filing, and the patent filing procedure, right? So first of all, I would like to ask you all that what did you think when you first heard the word patent? Like anything. So anyone like to add?
Copyright of our own ideas, sir.
Yeah. So basically, the patent is you will be given the right for your invention, right? Whatever you create in your mind, the authority will give you right. So basically, patent comes under the broader term intellectual property. So what is intellectual property? So first let's understand what is property, right? We all know what is physical property or tangible property. So property is what you own, like gold, diamond, house, even your phone you own, right? So these all comes under the physical or tangible property. Same way intellectual properties is also as important. Intellectual properties is the creation of your mind. So whatever you can think, whatever you create is specific to your mind, right? Whatever you can create, someone else may not create, or we can create. But the thing is, this is your property, this is your brain, this is your intellect, right? So basically it's there, it's established because of to protect the idea or invention. So yeah, IPR. So IPR stands for intellectual property rights, right? The rights given for one's intellect. So intellectual property rights will be divided into four parts: patent, trademarks, copyright, and trade secrets. So briefly, copyright is given to protect some literature work, music, theater, drama, etc. While trademark is there for protecting the logo, right? We all know the logo of Coca-Cola, the logo of Apple. So these all are protected, right? If you create any smartphone, you cannot put the Apple's logo on that, right? We all are aware of. So this comes under the trademark. So you cannot use any brand value of other company in your work because they have that trademark of that thing. Then trade secret. So trade secret is so let's say if you join any company, let's say you join Apple, you got to learn how the iPhones are created, right? And then somehow you leave the company and you start making your own iPhone. So this is not possible, right? So that way the company's rights will be infringed, right? So trade secrets will be, if you work for any organization, you'll need to sign the trade secret that you won't share any company's legal things and company's ideas or methods outside the company. And then comes the patent. So patent is any technological or invention that is very new. Basically you develop it and it's creation of your own mind, like it's not there anywhere, you are the first one to create it. So generally we think patent is it's like a very new or very complex thing, right? But it is not so. It's not like uh, creating the creating the vertical landing of spacecrafts or so. It's not that hard. Patent is simply just it should be it should have three properties basically. Yeah. So it should have three properties, that is its utility. So it must have one use. Then the yeah, so novelty, it should be very new. It's not it shouldn't be already there, and it should be non-obvious, right? So these are three conditions for patentability. But before that, I would like to ask, so can any of you identify these two persons?
Elon Musk and Ratan Tata.
First is right, yeah. On the left side, there is Elon Musk. But any guesses for the other person? It's not Ratan Tata.
Vishwesvaraya without his mustache.
No, sir.
Steve Jobs,
So-
right?
Yeah, he's Steve Jobs. Yes. So he's Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. Yeah. So as I wrote there, for getting a patent, you don't need to be that smart or that creative, right? You just need to fulfill the three conditions I told, right? So basically, when I even first heard the word patent, I thought it will be like so hard or so tough to get patent. You need to be as creative as these amazing guys, but it's not like that. Anyone can create patent. Just the three conditions should suffice, right? Even I'll encourage even all final year students or any student who's working on some project at least check whether you can apply for the patent or not, or to approach any professor or so, that how can you convert your project into a patent. Yeah, so patent provide the inventor exclusive rights to the patented process, design, or invention for a certain period in exchange for a complete disclosure of the invention. So the authority will give you exclusive rights for your patent. If you can file any patent that can be either of this process, design, or invention, so you'll be given rights for that patent. So either you can sell it, you can give rent to you can give on rent. So basically you will receive rights of the patent. These are the three conditions of patentability. So if you are working on any kind of project, just check its utility, novelty, and non-obviousness. Utility is useful purpose, right? If you create very complex thing, but if it's of no use, then there's no meaning of doing that project, right? It should have some nice purpose. Novelty, so it shouldn't be like it's already there. You should be the first one to come up with that idea or that product. And non-obviousness, right? So it should be not obvious, it should be non-obvious. Some creative thing must be there. Yeah, so this patent filing procedure, so basically you need to do four things for filing any kind of a patent. So first thing is file preparation. So in the file preparation, you need to mention all the things of your patent, of your invention. So the description will be there, the diagrams will be there. What are the claims you want to do? Like if you develop any kind of a new product, you will claim it, right? That this can be done, this can be happen. So these the claims and advantages of patent. Like what is the advantage of doing so? What is the advantage of invention? Why it is better than the current existing products, right? All of this will come in the file preparation. Then there is a file review. So file review is, you just check that is my invention is patentable. First you invent something and then you need to check that whether it is patentable or not, it's novel or it's obvious or not. So these all things you need to check. That is called file review. And then there is draft application. So in draft application, basically all of this file, you draft it to the patent office. So in India, the IP office is in Mumbai. So basically either you email them your draft, or you send it, or you post it to them. So also two kind of patents you can do. First is the provisional patent and second is the complete patent. Now for provisional patent is in provisional patent you get 12 months to file complete patent. So provisional patent, why one should go for provisional patent? So let's say if you are working in some specific kind of a project, and you'll not be the only one to work in similar kind of a project. Let's say one problem is there, and this is very common problem and this is known to so many people, but you don't know what other people, what is the approach of other people. So there is a possibility that you and that person both are approaching the same way, and then what will happen is that you also come up with you also come with the same idea, and that person also come with the same idea. So the problem will be, the patent will be assigned to whom? That will be problem, right? So in that case, if your problem is so much common and that so many people might be working on that, so you apply for provisional patent initial. So you apply for that patent, you get 12 months to file a complete patent. So in provisional patent, you don't need to claim anything. You just need to define your problem and your possible approach, that I will be working this way or this way. So that will be in the provisional patent. And in 12 months, you need to file a complete patent. You need to file all the claims, all the advantages and everything. And yeah, second is the complete patent, which is normal patent. For these examination requests, yeah. So after these three steps, after your draft application, you will receive the patent. You will receive confirmation that whether your patent is patentable or not, and then your patent will be published. So if your patent is, if your invention is patentable, then it will be published, and you will get confirmation. So after patent publishment, you need they'll grant you a patent, and for receiving that granting, you need to apply for the examination request, right? So till these three steps, you will receive patent published, but you will not receive patent grant. So after this third step, you will require to apply for the examination request. So in that examination request, the IP authority expert will check all of this, that whether your patent is really making impact or not, whether your patent is sufficing all the three criterias of patent and all. So in examination request, basically you request the authority to examine, and then they will check. Yeah. So if you clear all, they object your invention, right? They'll object your invention, that and you need to clear all the objections, and then only patent will be granted. And patent is valid for only 20 years. After that, it would come in public domain and anyone can use it. So this is the procedure of patent filing. Yeah, cost of filing patent in India. So as an individual, so this for our group, our class, including students. So for an individual, it will cost 1600 rupees. And if a company or some kind of a group or entity, larger group or entity is applying for patent, then it will cost 4,000 to 8,000 rupees. And for the patent, there is attorney or lawyer you need to like lawyer will charge his fees. You need to hire the lawyer for applying the patent, right? And that will cost you 20,000 to 40,000 rupees. But if you are a student, then I think most engineering colleges have hired these lawyers. So you just need to approach your college or ask your professor that whether your college has such lawyer or not, such patent agent or not. And this charge will be like, you don't need to pay these charges. This will be paid by your college only. So majority of engineering colleges have such patent agents. So in case of mine, there were many, around 4 to 5 agents my college has hired. So that way your college also maybe hired more than one patent agents. So you just need to pay 1600 rupees only for applying patent. It's not that hard to apply for patent, I would say. Yeah. So thank you everyone. And if any doubt arises, please let me know.
Yeah, thank you very much, Abhishek. So I have the 4 steps you mentioned: the file preparation and file review. Is it done by us, or through a lawyer?
So basically we prepare file and then we send it to the lawyer. We might be making some mistakes, right? So one thing I was noticed in my file preparation was, you cannot mention the word Arduino itself, because Arduino is a trademark. Arduino is a trademark, so you cannot directly write Arduino word in your file. So what you will do is, we will prepare this file and will send to the lawyer or patent agent, right? And patent agent is knowing everything. He's knowing that whether you are he'll check that whether your file is containing trademarks and all or not. So he'll modify it accordingly and then he'll draft it.
Okay. Thanks, Abhishek. Okay. So
Anyone
that is the fee, lawyer fee. Part of that goes to, that is the 20K to 40K goes to this preparation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Abhishek. See,
So basically, as a college student, we just need to work on invention. The patent agent will manage every legal thing. These all parts will be managed by the lawyers only. We just need to prepare one file. Whatever we feel is good, we just put it there, and the lawyer will modify accordingly.
we all heard of this elephants, right? Elephants, when they are very, very young, they are, they'll be tied to a tree or something like that, using a chain. When they become very large, they are very, very strong, very powerful. But what happens? They don't really chain the elephants. They will just take the chain. They will just roll it, wrap it around a tree once. They won't really tie it. But because the elephant is trying to think that it has tried all its childhood trying to get rid of that chain, it thinks that is something not breakable, that chain. So it doesn't even attempt. when it becomes an adult. Okay, so the caretaker just have to put the chain around a tree, not really tie it, and the elephant will stay there, however strong or powerful it is. So the reason to bring this is, similarly, in fact, one of the beautiful points Abhishek made is patenting is not, such a
Yeah.
something totally out of this world. Something that it's all we can do as biomedical engineering students. In fact, this is what I said. Abhishek has shown us it is possible for students to do that. Okay. In fact, many times what happens is the moment you show possibility, then our mindset completely changes. Like, if that elephant realizes the chain is not locked once, that's it. The whole scenario will change. Similar to that, things are possible. Abhishek has shown us. Okay. So get that feeling and now realize it's also, once you get into that, it may not be also that difficult. Okay. So break that mindset of patents being totally out of this world. It's extremely, extremely useful if you are a biomedical engineer to protect your rights, to make things sustainable. So yeah, get started with it. Approach your professors, see if there is a lawyer associated working with your college or anything like that. Get help from your professor, and yeah, you need to start with a creative idea that most students at your, it's extremely easy to have new ideas at a young age, because you don't things are very, very fertile and booming with possibilities. So make use of that. Things are possible. It's not out of this world. And from there, yeah, think of patenting your final year projects. Think of that. That's not impossible. Okay, thanks a lot, Abhishek. In fact,
Yeah.
this was the point of this session. And any other questions? I will, let's open the table. Anyone else have questions? Please, Abhishek is there to answer. And don't post it to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Say. Yeah, yeah. Say. Go ahead.
Hi, Abhishek.
Hello. Yeah.
So thanks for the wonderful presentation about giving the overview of what is patenting and all. And I also glad to know one interesting detail that patent exists only for 20 years. I thought it is for a lifelong time.
Yeah.
So I want to know that the patent that you got file comes under the idea or a proof of concept or a complete device.
Yeah. It was complete device actually.
Okay, you have you already developed those recipes or just you started to? I mean, you just proposed this concept and you're developing it further.
Nah. So we actually developed the whole thing, and now we are not working further on it. That was the question, right?
Yeah, like I mean, you propose the. I mean, you for your filing time, you propose the idea and you're working on it, or as a complete
No,
device.
no, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So we applied for the complete patent. We developed a whole device, and then we applied for the patent, for the complete patent only. So in the complete patent, you will not get any deadline or timeline for anything, because you already got patent published, right?
Okay. So this is a complete a device that you got patented.
Yeah.
But there are categories that we can apply for the patent for the idea as well as the proof of concept, right? So if you know, can you please elaborate on that aspect?
Yeah. So as I told you, if you are not sure about your approach, right? Which approach, like what will be outcome of your project? If you are not sure about that what will be your outcome, or in case if your project domain or problem domain is very popular, so there might be a chance that so many group of people will be working on it, right? So for protecting your creation, you just go with the provisional patent. So in provisional patent, you will get 12 months of time to apply for the complete patent or to come up with the whole device or whole invention, right? So this is there in case of your domain is very popular either, or you're not sure about the exact outcome.
In fact, the way I understand that, when there are things are uncertain, so you don't know if your idea is new or if it will remain, satisfy the patent criteria in next 6 months by the time you build it. If there are uncertainties, professional patent process is faster and cheaper. Okay, so go do that, and it buys you time of about 1 year. So by 1 year, you can, I think, process file the complete patent and get it. So yeah, it's a if things are uncertain, it will it's a faster, cheaper route to feel temporarily secure for you. And you don't need a prototype at you just got an idea, you haven't really explored things. I think you can go file a provisional patent. Only at the complete patent step you need a prototype. Is that correct, Abhishek?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And as I said, I would also like to add one thing, that this biomedical engineering field is yet to be explored, right? So there is so much to explore in our field, and there are so many problems out there. You can work on it, and get patent. So just like be open to each opportunity, and just search for the like all possible things you can do.
And one more thing, so I know this patent thing is not disclosable to others, but since you filed this thing, if possible, can you please overview on what aspect you got, but like what is that device, how it works, like that?
Yeah, so basically it was the assistive device for the uh, knee replacement surgery. So in knee replacement surgery, the surgeon will put cut on all three bones of the knee, right? Tibia, femur, and kneecap, right? Patella. So in these cuts are actually not the simple cut. So these cuts are actually the multi-planar cuts. So we basically developed a device to measure this angle in the real time. So in this knee replacement surgery, even if the surgery runs to 1.5 hours, but the like critical time is just of 10 minutes. So and this comes via this PMMA, right? PMMA is the bone cement. So PMMA actually commercially is available in the powder form, and doctor adds water, and then it will start gelling. So the gel like as you add water to that powder, PMMA powder, after 10 minutes it will be like rock. This PMMA thing, it will be like rock. It will get that solid. So within just 10 minutes, you need to like implement it where it should be. So doctor will need to implement this whole PMMA stuffs in the all three bones within just 10 minutes. So during that 10 minutes, they'll require to adjust the cut, and that cut should be very accurate. Otherwise, the patient will get pain every time after the surgery, every time he walks or do exercise also, right? So this angle is very crucial, and we basically designed a device that measures this angle in real time, so that doctor can measure accurately and then adjust further if needs. This was our project.
Oh, thanks, Abhishek. In fact, see, that is a beautiful example of domain knowledge actually giving you a vantage point. If you say, okay, measure a device to measure angle, doesn't seem to be that convincing. But the moment you say, okay, 1.5 hours time, that 10 minutes is very critical, that particular PMA thing will, solidify in the wrong position. For that angle is extremely critical, and we come up with a device. So this boils down to spending time in that particular, knee replacement surgery and getting that domain knowledge. Okay, this is what at a student stage, going past the superficial book knowledge, get syllabus knowledge, your exam question knowledge, you need to get domain knowledge in at least one area. The domain knowledge is where, will give you competitive advantage, will give you that one novel spark that is different from, what others. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Abhishek. And Kishore, I think you got your answer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was good,
Yes,
Abhishek.
sir.
The cause
Yeah,
of
thank you.
and the correct needy time resolution. That I think that is the reason for you to get better time.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Others, so Abhishek has an exam or something like that. Perhaps tomorrow, even Sunday, I suppose. So he will not stay with us for long today.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Okay.
no other
So
questions,
thank you.
comments? let's.
Yeah, if any question, please let me know.
Yeah, we could always reach him out in the group. He can get back to us when he is
Yeah,
free. So thanks a lot, Abhishek. So yeah, you showed us the possibility. Now, yeah, you don't have to be Elon Musk or Steve Jobs to patent. This is,
yes,
yeah, that mindset is very, very extremely useful to know. And also some intricacies of what patent is, where whom to approach, whom should your professor approach, which lawyer, all that. That was very extremely useful. Thanks a lot for that. And yeah, hope to see you again. Once you take further steps that are new for students, you should come back to us and show us the path.
definitely, sir,
Yeah,
definitely. So
great,
thank you
Abhishek.
so
Yeah,
much,
wish you many more
everyone.
successes. Yeah, thanks a lot, Abhishek.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and all the very best to all students here. Yeah, have a good day, sir.
Yes, bye, Abhishek. Bye, bye,
Yeah,
bye
bye,
on
everyone.
behalf of everyone. Yeah, bye.